It's a new year and a new me. I'm trying out some things for 2025. I grew out my hair, got rid of the zipper. You might have noticed I got a little Botox work here. And I've got a brand new affiliate sponsor for the channel, Buy.jp. Wait, Buy is a website where you can order things from stores and auctions in Japan. I use it all the time for vintage Godzilla goodies and Japanese exclusives. Buy takes care of everything. Listings in Japanese can be turned to other languages. Even the currency conversion is taken care of. You just shop, like it's Amazon or something. Your items will be stored in the Buy warehouse, and when you're ready, you can have them put everything into one old box and ship it to your address. Tell them about the coupon. Oh yeah. Sign up for Buy using the link in this video's description, and you will get 2,000 yen to shop with free. You will get free money. You get free money. You basically get paid to sign up for this website. Okay, you good? Yeah, I'm good. This is the video where you click the link and join Buy. Thank you, Buy, for supporting this channel and this video. Now, shall we begin? Playtime! Yay! At the time of this video, over in Japan, there are 2 official Godzilla stores. One in Shinjuku and the other in Osaka. But before this, there was a Godzilla store in the mid-1990s. And it was in Sanganjaya. It was called Concord Paradise. Concord is a brand that produced a lot of Godzilla toys and apparel. And this store also introduced a brand new Godzilla monster. This is LitGodzi. It is not Godzilla. It's not even Little Godzilla, like I thought it was for a long time. No, he's his own character. And I'm not good with pronouncing Japanese, but a more correct way to say his name would be LitGodzi. But for this video, please forgive me when I just call him LitGodzi. LitGodzi lives amongst the other famous Toho monsters. Virtually every monster that appeared in the Heisei era of Godzilla movies has art in this LitGodzi style. The large blue Godzilla is the Godzilla we know and the star of the movies. I've not seen anything to infer that these two are related or father and son in this lore. They just seem to be members of the same species. And we've got Rodan, King Ghidorah. I think this is supposed to be the little Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. This little blue guy here, that's my guess. There's a Mother Mothra with its young, and Batra also has a child now. How wholesome. Everyone's being wholesome. Look at Destoroyah. He's not gonna fight Godzilla, he's gonna hug him. But despite this adorable art, it's important you know, LitGodzi was not trying to be a kid's brand. It was an effort to appeal to all ages. And although pretty much all the stuff I'll show you has these cute characters, there were plenty of other toys and merch with regular Godzilla at the shop. The store would do giveaways and prizes. Here's an ad where you can send your name, age, and favorite Godzilla character for a prize. There was a contest where the prize was a LitGodzi shirt signed by Godzilla suit actor Kenpachiro Satsuma. To enter, you had to fill out a questionnaire with questions like, what is your favorite monster movie? What is your favorite monster? The amount of original merchandise this store offered was very impressive. According to a Godzilla magazine from the time, the store's most popular item were these keychains of characters and eggshells, selling over 1 million units in roughly 4 months. These were 400 yen each and would come in packaging you see here. And there were a lot of characters available, but I think I got all of the molds there were. There were some color variants, 3 versions of the Dorats with different hair colors for one. I've been able to track down 2 of them. We've got a couple of different Rodans here. With the color variants, I don't know what the extent of it is. I don't know how many of these there are. And there are smaller versions of these keychains too. They're pretty much identical, but just scaled down. In case you like your character keychains a little more teeny-weeny. Which do you like better? There were bag clips made with leather that had little characters on them. LitGodzi, Mothra in an egg, Mothra on an egg, King Ghidorah, Destoroyah, Mecha Godzilla, Space Godzilla. There might even be more I don't have. I don't have a Godzilla, but there has to be one. Keychain heads. Here's Space Godzilla's head. It's got some kind of bell or rattler inside. Since shooting this video, I've also acquired the heads of LitGodzi and Rodan. There are 4 of these heads that I know of. On Space Godzilla's tag, we can see the 3 I showed you and also a Godzilla head. Here are little ornaments of Mechagodzilla and Space Godzilla. They feel like they'd work well on a Christmas tree, because instead of plastic, they're more plaster and painted. My ornament collection has grown since shooting this. I've added LitGodzi, 2 of them actually, regular Godzilla, Rodan, Destoroyah. Not sure why he's in an egg. I don't have them, but I know there are also ornaments for both Mothras. Look at this cup. It's got a 3D LitGodzi on the front, and when you turn it, it's even got a 3D backside. It's a cool cup, and it came in this box, with some character art on it. I know there were also versions of this for Godzilla, Rodan, and King Ghidorah. There were a lot of mugs. There's this movie-themed mug with Godzilla directing, LitGodzi and Rodan on crew, and this one's my favorite. This mug's got everyone bursting out of eggs, and if you haven't noticed already, egg hatching is a big theme in this line. LitGodzi shooting a rainbow from his hand with other characters in it. There seemed to be a sub-merch line called LitGodzi Kaiju Spirit Sports. Here's LitGodzi surfing with Godzilla. And I know there's a golf one too, with LitGodzi and Godzilla having a round. And I've also seen a baseball one. There's just so many. There's so many LitGodzi mugs. There were some cups shaped like heads, Godzilla and LitGodzi, and also some regular Godzilla heads. There was other silverware. Here's a picture of a bowl I found. And I've also seen this spoon and chopstick set as examples. There was quite an assortment of clothes available at Concord Paradise. Plenty of t-shirts, even button-downs. I've got one LitGodzi t-shirt that raises all sorts of questions. The top says, King of Monster. So I guess he's only king of one monster. Then it says USA for reasons. USA! USA! I also have this shirt that I like a lot more. I legitimately love the purple outline, and I actually think this is a good-looking shirt to wear. Here's an image of a shirt with everyone playing a friendly game of basketball. And maybe this is a good place to point out how weird it is I think that they all have these white fingertips in this world. There were also plenty of hats. I have this one. Again, it's labeled as Godzilla, but then technically does not show Godzilla. It is a very cool hat though. I'm always a sucker for black and red. I know this hat was also available in blue, and they were 2,500 yen each. And it's got not 1, not 2, but 3 LitGodzis on it. Jumping over to LitGodzi tote bags and cases, here's a case that I have in both blue and yellow. These came in a cardboard sleeve that had some art on them. I've got one here. It really gives you some nice, big, colorful art. A couple of more little cases. Here's a red circular one. And here's one with those very specific shapes that were everywhere in the 1990s. This bag's got LitGodzi and Godzilla doing the movie theme again. I actually used this one a whole bunch. It's a very handy little tote bag. The bags were generally about 1,500 yen each. And one more bag here. This one's got the standard LitGodzi logo. And I want to stress that everything I'm showing is good quality. This isn't cheap little goods. This is generally well-made stuff. Now this is a cool win for me. An entire display case of LitGodzi pens and mechanical pencils. Again, we've got characters hatching. There's LitGodzi, Godzilla, Space Godzilla, Mothra, and Rodan. In stores, these were 500 yen each. There were buttons, lighters, little things I'm gonna breeze by because it's time to talk about toys! I've got 2 plushies, and I'm not sure how many others there are. We've got LitGodzi and Space Godzilla. They look a little off in my opinion. They're alright. Here's something funny though. They both have their tags on, and on their tags are stickers with Godzillaland art. It's like a cute Godzilla crossover. Since starting this video, I've discovered an image of a Rodan plushie as well. This image of the store shows a much larger LitGodzi plushie was around too. For 800 yen, you could buy one of these 4 eggs with characters inside. In store, it looked like this. And the eggs have stickers on them, so you knew who you were getting. The eggs also had slits on top, so I guess you could use them as banks too. They're easy to pop open and... ta-da! Here are the 4 figures. Little Goji, Rodan, Space Godzilla, and Godzilla. And I'm bummed they stopped at 4 because these figures are really cool. It's just the right amount of color and detail for what they are, and for all intents and purposes, these are Little Goji action figures, and they converted the 2D art into 3D perfectly. I really like these guys. For 1,000 yen, you can get these larger figures, and they were marketed as piggy banks. They have coin slots on top, and the bottoms have plugs you can remove. They are very, very hard to remove. I simply cannot open most of these. It's possible that over the years this material has hardened. Maybe it used to be more rubbery. But even though these are piggy banks, they're also essentially large figures, and this time there are a lot of characters. Little Goji and Godzilla again, of course, Space Godzilla, Rodan, Mechagodzilla, King Ghidorah, Destoroyah, a young Mothra hatching out of her egg, and she's looking a little Tweety birdish to me, and an adult Mothra on an egg. And I think this is all of them, I'm pretty sure, but who knows? But yeah, these character banks are pretty much the centerpiece of the collection, and they are awesome. I've seen other collectors have maybe a couple of these, but they didn't know the full story behind them, so I hope they find this video. Like anything else, time is robbing all of these items of their context, at least here in the United States. We know there are at least 2 Little Goji mascot costumes, Little Goji himself, and an adult Mothra. They appeared together with Godzilla 2000 in a live show that took place on the roof of a department store in October of 1999. The 3 characters play a game of rock, paper, scissors with the audience. This image of Godzilla holding the sign for paper became a meme. So that's where that's from. Concord Paradise was ambitious. They publicly announced plans to open 6 more stores in Yokohama, Nagoya, Osaka, and other locations. But I've not been able to confirm if any of those opened. Any anecdotal references I've seen of this store have referred to it as short-lived. And I haven't seen anything to confirm that the Little Goji mascot character made it beyond the turn of the century. But he did make a surprise appearance in the mobile game Godzilla Battle Line. You can unlock this home screen poster for Godzilla 2000, featuring the Little Goji and Mothra mascot costumes. And now you're caught up on basically everything I know about Little Goji, which I mostly piece together from ads and small articles in sources like Godzilla Magazine. If you know something I missed or just got wrong, please tell me in the comment section. As always, I put corrections and updates in the description of the video. And drop a comment on your thoughts on Little Goji, this art style, any of the merch I showed you today, or any other thoughts you want to share on this Little Goji. For a little while, this was a major part of Godzilla history, so I'd like to get everyone talking and thinking about it again. Goodbye. MrWest.com